When you need a detailed forecast, when you need more than you're going to get on your crummy weather app, when you need more weather than you're going to see on TV, hey, it's Weather for Weather Geeks. This is your video. We're going to take our daily deep dive into the weather for Eastern Ohio and Western PA here on the 6th day of December. It has been a wintry afternoon, as expected, at the Youngstown Warren Airport. We picked up another 0.7 inches worth of snow. We're kind of nickel and diming our way up to 2.5 inches for the month to date, although we're not going to add much more to this over the next week or so. Not a particularly snowy looking forecast as we go into mid-December. But so far this month, 2.5 inches and counting, maybe a little more accumulation out there before the evening is through. Now, at about 7:08 this evening, these are some ODOT road sensor temperatures on some major thoroughfares. You can see those road temperatures are cooling off, still above freezing on some of our major roads, but certainly on some of the less traveled streets and in parking lots and things like that. Surface temperatures are a little bit colder. Here's what the radar looked like at 7:08. Our main attraction is this band of heavier snow. It's kind of a squall. This was actually more impressive looking earlier on. It's starting to show some signs it's breaking apart a little bit, but still, this is kind of the last hurrah for the evening for most places as this moves through. Could be some small additional accumulations, but it's moving pretty quickly. It's actually produced some thunder snow earlier on this evening east of Cleveland. Didn't see any lightning detected on our program here, but there were several reports of thunder snow with this as it came in off the lake. So that snow band moves through this evening, and then not much more than scattered flurries for the rest of the night tonight. Some snowfall totals from the last 12 hours or so. Akron and Shaker Heights about 2 inches, then hopping over the state line into eastern Crawford County and PA about 2 inches in Townville. Generally an inch or less here locally, about as expected. A lot of us will end up with around an inch by the time that last burst of snow pushes through this evening. A total of an inch when you count what already happened today. All right, doozy of a storm impacting the West Coast. It was traffic Armageddon today in Los Angeles with heavy rain in LA. They don't know how to handle the rain out there, that is for sure. So that's the storm that's going to make the cross-country trek and bring lots and lots of very interesting weather to a lot of places. Winter storm watches are up from the panhandle of Texas into Oklahoma, Arkansas, southern Missouri, and then across the eastern U.S., it's the Carolinas and southwest Virginia that stand a pretty good chance of getting walloped by a winter storm. I'm going to talk more about that in just a second. Back here at home real quickly, not much to say other than flurries for tonight. Now, this will transition into kind of a weak lake effect situation overnight, but it's not going to be much. I mean, some additional coatings north of I-80 are going to be a possibility overnight, and then maybe just a flurry or two into tomorrow morning. Clouds and intervals of sun for your Friday. Weekend looks pretty quiet after a tranquil Friday afternoon. High pressure will pay us a visit. We'll see a mix of sun and clouds on Saturday and a partly sunny sky on Sunday. There's that big winter storm off to our south. This is about as far north as it's going to get. This high pressure system is our friend. It's going to keep all of this nastiness off to our south. It's going to be a real mess in parts of the deep south. This is going to be a big snow event. It's going to be a big ice event for some places. This could be significant icing north and east of Atlanta, heading over towards Greenville, Spartanburg, into the Charlotte area as well. So that's going to be a big concern there. And then where it's not as much ice but more snow, they're going to get pummeled. I mean, this is going to be a big time, crippling winter storm for western North Carolina, southwest Virginia as well, and even parts of extreme northwestern South Carolina will get walloped. Again, this is a big problem for them to the south, but not for us back here. We've actually got a pretty benign forecast from the weekend through the first half of next week. And I thought, you know, it seems like it's been a long time since we've had a long stretch of dry weather. It has been. It's been almost 3 months since we've strung together 5 consecutive days with 0 measurable precipitation, not even a trace. It's been since September 12th through the 16th. But our forecast is a dry one for 5 straight days from Saturday through Wednesday of next week. I do have rain chances back in the forecast for Thursday, and that chance of precipitation will probably continue into next Friday. All right, briefly, let's talk about the longer range. It's Thursday evening, so we get a fresh batch of long-range modeling from the European Center here, and not many surprises on this. The overall pattern for the next week to 10 days, perhaps even up to Christmas, does not look that cold. Now, does it look crazy warm? No. Do I see many days like we had Sunday when it was 63? No, I don't. But it does not look like a cold pattern advertised by the modeling here through Christmas. As we get beyond Christmas, the European model starts bleeding that cold air east in time for the new year, and then it has a cold-looking map here for a lot of January. This takes us all the way out through January the 20th, and again, it's a long-range model, so take it with a grain of salt. This model's performance in the fall season has not been that great. Once you're beyond kind of the second week and into week 3, 4, and 5, it hasn't been performing great, but I do want to show you what it is advertising, and it has some support from some of the other long-range modeling. The overall idea, kind of jiving with our winter forecast, that December will be fairly benign temperature-wise, and then winter will really lock in January into February, and I still think February could be pretty harsh. And even if it's not crazy, crazy cold in February, I think it'll still be a huge change compared to the last 2 years when we've had some of our warmest Februaries on record here in Eastern Ohio and Western PA. That's it for tonight's weather for Weather Geeks. Hope you have a great Thursday night, everyone, and thanks as always for watching.